beautiful bookworms! My name is Katarina and welcome to my channel. So as you can see, I am a little bit better of my voice and of my little sickness there, and I am bringing you today a July haul for books and for candles. I finally have bookish candles. I am so very happy about this. But first of all, I just wanted to apologize to all of you guys for not filming as much as I usually do. I haven't been able even to upload 2 videos this past week. And this week, this will be the only one that I will upload also. But for me, vacations are very complicated because I'm not always at home, I don't always have video equipment, and I don't always have my books, sadly. So I'm just gonna film this so that you guys know what I accumulated throughout the month of July. Everything in this haul was pretty much given to me. There's just 1 or 2 things that weren't, but yeah, so I'm just gonna proceed with that. And I want to apologize because probably for next week there won't be any videos because I won't be here. I will be completely out of the country, and so I won't be able to film. I won't have internet to upload. So yeah, I don't even know if I will have internet to answer to your comments, but I will really try because I really want to stay focused in you, in the community, and in videos that I want to watch, etc. So yeah, without further ado, let's go to my July haulish stuff. So first of all, I will present to you the books because it's a normal thing in my channel, and then I will present to you the candles that I got in July, and I hope that you stick around for that part. If you don't want to, you can always see the bookish things first, and then if you want, you will see the other things. So first of all, from some members of my family, still for my birthday. Yeah, my birthday was in April, but this got a little bit late to the party, but it's still here, so thank you very much. I have Into the Water by Paula Hawkins, and this is the English copy, and it's hardcover, and I love it because I don't have a lot of hardcovers because paperback is less expensive, as everybody knows. So yeah, I'm really happy. This is from the author of The Girl on the Train, and I didn't read that book. I watched the movie and I loved it, but I wasn't going to read it because I already knew what happened. So I'm really happy to read this before any type of movie comes out, because for me, thrillers are only cool if you don't know the ending. If you do know, it's like, why am I reading this for? So I don't really know a lot about this book. I know it's about like this, I don't know if it's a river. I don't know. Maybe it's a puddle? I don't know. I have no idea about this. Like, please help me? I don't know. It's a place that people call Drowning Pool, where apparently a lot of girls have end up dead. And this girl, Nell Abbott, she called her sister in the days before she died, and now she's dead, and her sister is really afraid of some creepy memories and of this drowning pool where the sister died. I don't know. This is a thriller. There's someone that dies in a place with water, and there's a sister that's creeped as fuck about something. I have no idea, but I really want to read it because, well, the other one was a success, and I really like the plot twist in the end. If you haven't read it or watched the movie, you should. It's really good. So I want to see what she does with this one, because it's really hard to top your first success if it is really a good one in terms of thrillers and such. At least that's my belief. So yeah, this is the first book for July. Next, for July, I have some manga, and everybody knows who gave me this. Everybody knows who's my dealer, so thank you very much, and I hope you like this video. So yeah, first of all, I have number 59 of Fairy Tail, and if you don't know my funny story with Fairy Tail, you can always watch some videos down below, which I don't know what videos are, maybe hauls or something like that. If you want, go and watch it so you learn the story. But basically, I have numbers 1 to 4, and then I have 34, 37, and 40 something, I believe. Oh, I think it's 49. I'm sorry, I'm small. I can't see there, so. What's going on? There, yes. So now I have number 59. Why? Because this is a very big collection. It's currently at 60 something, and I really want to make it all because Fairy Tail was one of the animes that I actually truly loved, and I don't even know the ending, so this for me is already a spoiler. Yay! So I really want to finish it, and the anime is in a hiatus, which is a pause, a break. So I really want to read the manga, but for reading the manga I have to do the whole collection. So my boyfriend is helping me doing the collection, and sometimes he gives me some of the books that are in between the things, because we can't do it all in line. It wouldn't be fun that way. Plus some of these you can't get and you have to wait, yada yada. So 59. Yeah. And also I have the new number of Tokyo Ghoul, number 13. This cover, just let's take a moment to appreciate. I love all of the covers of every Tokyo Ghoul issue ever, because they're just so freaking amazing. Like, so it's such a beautiful art, and on the inside it's just it just is so beautiful. I love Tokyo Ghoul, and I really want to start reading this because I've only seen the first season of the anime of Tokyo Ghoul, and then I started buying the manga, and I didn't went to the trouble of watching the second season because everybody told me like it's shit and you should read manga. So that's what I want to do, but I haven't started reading the manga, and now I have 13 volumes to read, and I should really start reading this because I don't even know how many volumes are coming up, and one day I might look at my shelf and say I don't have time to read it all. So I want to read it now, maybe in these vacations. So yay, Tokyo Ghoul. It's really cool. And actually, if you don't know, I haven't been telling a lot of stuff, but for Fairy Tail it's really hard to like talk about the series. For Fairy Tail is like a magician's guild and all of its adventures, and it's pointless to go in more detail because it is pointless to go in more detail. But for Tokyo Ghoul, it's like, this is about this dude that's called Ken Kaneki, and he's a human, and basically the place where he lives, it's Tokyo, and Tokyo is filled with ghouls, which are monsters that look like humans but feed on human flesh. And yeah, I'm not going to say anything else. Go read this because I do recommend this. This is one of the best series that I've read. So yeah. So another one that I got is Death Note Volume 3, and you might find this a little bit strange. Why Volume 3? Like, what's going on? But if you look... Jesus. If you look to the shelf behind me, so much easier this way, you will see 3 little strange black volumes, just like this, with this thing. And I have number 1, 2, and 4. So I was missing number 3, which wasn't out at the time that I got those ones. And now I'm missing number 5 and 6. And I want to have all of them before August, because if you don't know, in 25th of August, I believe, the movie, the live-action movie made by Netflix of Death Note will come out, and I want to read everything before the movie comes out, because I've only seen the animation, and although people have telling me that the animation was really well adapted, I have no idea. So I want to read everything, and with knowledge of the animation and with knowledge of the books, then I will be able to review them properly and then watch the movie with an open mind and then review the movie properly for you guys, because it's something that has been very polarizing on the internet, and I want to give my opinion because... yeah, I want to give my opinion. I really love Death Note. It was one of the first serious animations that I've ever seen. So yeah, I have to make it justice if I can. So if you don't know, this is basically the story of this guy, this teenager called Light Yagami, and he is pretty much bored out of his mind because he's very smart and he hates the world, basically. So he's really bored, and one day he finds out Death Note, which is a Shinigami, which is death god. And it's a Shinigami's note. So it's a death god note. And he finds out that if he writes the name of someone in the death note and the way that he wants them to die, they will die some seconds later. And so he decides that he's going to cleanse the world and be like this, I don't know, this god, this something. And it's really interesting. It's not supposed to be a likable character. It's supposed to be an awesome character, and I really liked it. I really liked the animation. I really want to read to see how well it is adapted. Plus, this black edition is just... it's just so beautiful, and it's just so, so soft. You have no idea. I love it. So, yeah, moving on. So, more manga for me, and I have volume 7 and volume 8 of Umineko no Naku Koroni. And for those of you that don't know this is very hard to explain because it's not very known throughout the world, mainly because the anime adaptation was shit. And so, yeah, but I really want to read this because it's really better with more detail, and I love the dude that wrote this to manga form. And he's the same dude that did it to my favorite manga series, which is Igarashi no Naku Koroni. So this is basically the story of a family, and that family has a patriarch, as all families do, and he invites all of the family to this island where he lives, and he announces that he's going to die, and that the person that finds the witch treasure that he has been keeping for generations will be the next head of the family, something like that. I don't remember really well because I haven't been reading this. I only want to read it when I have all of the volumes, so I'm a little bit lost in the story, but I believe that that's the main premise. So this is number 7 and this is number 8, but these are the first and second books of the Alliance of the Golden Witch arc, because all of these series are divided in arcs. So that's that. And I really love them, but they're so big. And I have so many of them up there, and I really want to read them. And it's so good. It's filled with gore, and it's filled with, it's like a point and click game where you have to figure out stuff. It's really cool. It's like a chess battle between a witch and a human being, and it's freaking amazing. There's gods thrown there, and witches, and magic, and killing people. It's just so great. And I'll promise I'll review this when I have more time, with a little bit less of excitement and more of this is what you get when you read this. But it's really good. I don't know if it's as good as Igarashi. Igarashi I do recommend. If you can take horror and gore, I recommend so much because it's my favorite manga series. But Umineko, I still don't know. I'm pretty sure that I will love it, but I don't know if I'll love it as much as Igarashi. But look at these covers, they're just so... art, I cannot... Ooh. It's just so good. I was so happy when I got this. I was just really happy because this collection is really expensive, really big, and really hard to make. So, really good. And for my last 2 books, I have The School for Good and Evil, number 1, and number 2, The School for Good and Evil, A World Without Princess. I don't know how you translate this because it's in Portuguese. Give me a second, please. A World Without Princes. Well, it's really hard to say princes, isn't it? It's really... oh, well. Okay, so moving on to that. I have the first and the second book. And why do I have the first and the second book of a middle grade series? Why? I'm 21 years old. But I have to say something. I have this book because I was with my boyfriend in our vacations and we saw this and we thought the cover was really pretty and there was a drawing in here and we thought that it was really pretty, and so he decided to get me this and I started reading this. I'm currently at page 457. Yeah, that's how you say it. I am very dyslexic today, I don't know why. And so I read this until this page. I'm almost finishing and I'm really dying to finish this. But yeah, I started reading this and I was like, this is so good. This is not a middle grade. This is like awesome. And he looked at me and he said, well, you like that, don't you? And I said, yes, I love it. So he went and got me the second one because he's a cute pumpkin pie. So thank you. But yeah, this is basically the story of these 2 girls, and they're born in a village where in a certain amount of time, a lot of children are kidnapped and they are forced to go to a school, the School for Good and Evil, where you have like 2 schools, the School for Good and the School for Evil, and those children are dumped there and they have to get out of there just to live a fairy tale. Like, that's the only way that they can get out. They have to go and live their own fairy tale, and they can end up dead or worse, and one of them has to be the bad one and one of them has to be the good one. So when you look at this, you see a dark creature and a blonde creature, and the basic premise of this book, that this girl really wants to go to the school because she wants to be a princess and have her prince and live happily ever after. And this girl is a supposed best friend, and she's always looked upon as a bad person because she's like not so pretty and stuff like that. And she doesn't really want to go, like she doesn't really want her friend to go because she thinks her life would be better in the village where they grew up. And so when they are caught, something happens. She ends up in the school for good and she ends up in the school for evil. And seeing this character development is just so great. I love it. I cannot. So it's really good. I don't really know what's going to happen in this second one, but look, decked pages. I don't know why this one does not have them too. I'm really sad. This is the only one that I can find with deckled pages. The third one that I don't have yet, but I've seen on sale, doesn't have these pages. I don't understand, but yeah. So this second one, I don't really know what it is about because I haven't finished the first one. So of course I haven't started. I peeked a little bit, but I decided not to spoil myself, so I haven't read it. I have not the faintest idea, but I do believe that this one is the main love interest. Probably. I don't know. And it's just so pretty. This cover is so pretty. I cannot. So yeah, this is all for my book haul. So I'm going to quickly show you my candles that I got this month. I'm obsessed with candles, but I don't always get them. So I'm really happy that I got so much in just a month. So first of all, it's a candle that my boyfriend gave to me. It's in Portuguese and it's by Mr. Wonderful. And it says, scented candle with hug essence, vanilla ice cream. And it smells so much like vanilla, like I have no idea. Like I'm here, like, I can smell it in here and it's not even out of its little package and I can still smell it. But this is like glass and I don't really want to take it off because I'm going out of the country, as I said, so it will just get dust on it and I don't really want it to. So yay, it's so pretty, but I will only unpackage the candle when I get back, so I won't destroy the candle. And then I have another one that my boyfriend gave to me, and this one is from the Country Candle Company, which I believe it's a UK-based company, but I bought it here in Portugal in a like storage house with a lot of stuff from other countries, and it is with fig and cassis, and it's so good. It's so sweet, but at the same time so nice. It's like a jam or toothpaste. I am not sure. Like I smelled this and I couldn't stop smelling this, and I was like, I'm going to buy this, and he said, no, you're not, I will buy it for you. And I was like, but it's so good. It's so good, and it's so pretty. It's purple, and purple is my favorite color, and it's filled with stars. It's like so wintry, and I can't wait to just lit this up in winter and read some fantasy books, because just guys, it's just so beautiful. And now, two candles that I got for myself. These two candles are from a company called Two Candle Thieves, and they have their own Etsy shop, and I do recommend that you go and search for bookish candles, because they are bookish candles made for us bookworms that always love candles. I am not sponsored by them in any way. I just love their products. They're just two really nice girls that love making bookish candles, and they're just so pretty. The labels are always with their own photographs. Yeah, I really love those candles. And I got these two, and they're very different, but they are so good. And I believe that I'll get more when the shop reopens, because now they are doing some orders and they are not open yet, but they will open again very soon. So just check them out. Don't forget, Etsy shop, Two Candle Thieves. They're just so great. And they have an Instagram if you want to check out their products before going to the shop. It's the same as Two Candle Thieves. And I'm not sponsored in any way, guys. I just love this shop, okay? I just genuinely love it. So, the first candle that I got, it's called True Story, and it's inspired in the Daughter of Smoke and Bone trilogy. If you've read Daughter of Smoke and Bone trilogy, you'll understand the why of the True Story. And if you look at this photo, it really looks like Prague, and I do believe that they went to Prague. I am not sure, but it's just so, it just smells so good. And it says warm cinnamon, cedarwood, and fresh cut roses, and it smells so freaking good. And it's like, I know I was going to do this so you guys could smell. I'm stupid, but it's really, you can really not taste, but you can really feel the cinnamon in here, and the roses. And every time that I smell this, I think that probably this is the smell that Karu has. Like, she's said to have a great smell by some characters. And I do believe that this is the smell she has, like this hopeful, great smell of roses and cinnamon, and oh, it just is really good, and I can hope to lit this up. It's just so good. I can't wait. It's just... And then my personal favorite, I have a Mistborn candle, and I don't know why, but they took it out of their website, maybe to grow some space for other candles that they want to make. But if they have this one again, you should buy it. First, because Mistborn is the best trilogy ever in the world. Maybe not the best, but one of the best. It's by Brandon Sanderson, and it's really great. And second of all, because this smell, it's really, you can smell this on summer, you can smell this on autumn, winter, spring, anytime you want. It's very metalish, breezy thing. It's really, really fresh. The other one was a little bit more warm in a sense, but this one is very, very fresh, and it's very, very beautiful. And I just love it. And, you know, it says hidden flowers, flirt metals, and fresh breeze. And it has, like, a wall in here. And there's an important part of the story of Mistborn that is in a wall. And you can only see, like, this little character here. You don't know who it is. And it's just so beautiful. I just love it. And I know that both of them are kind of whitish, but they have other candles with other colors from other books, so check them out. And something very, very important, I forgot to show you one of the books that I was expecting most for this July haul. So I'm just gonna pause a little bit on the video and cut a little bit, and I will show you that book, because that book, I have to show it, I forgot one of the books. So I am back, and yes, the book that I forgot and that I'm very stupid to have forgotten because it was the most anticipated release for this year for me, it's The Fiery Cross, the 5th book in the Outlander series, but in Portuguese, of course, and it's a beast! And I've shown it already in my last video. If you want, I will leave a link down below to it, so you can go and watch it. And it's just so pretty. I cannot wait to read this. The only reason I'm not reading this right now is because I'm going out of the country, and to take this book that I can't even hold with one hand out of the country will be very, very difficult. But this is the continuation of the adventures of Claire, Jamie, and their family, and I cannot. I just love Outlander. It's like a guilty pleasure, but at the same time, it's not really guilty. So you all know what I'll be reading when I come back of my vacations. Don't you? It's gonna be this, in case you're wondering. It's gonna be this. So yeah, guys, this is all for my book haul of candles and books, and I can't believe that I forgot one book and I have to show it at the end. So I hope you guys like this video. If you like it, leave a like or subscribe. Tell me down below if you bought some books, if you got some books this month, and if you love the candles, if you are going to check out Two Candle Thieves, and if you also read with candles like me, or if you prefer reading in another ambiance, I don't know. So yeah, guys, I hope you like this video, and happy readings to you all. Bye!